Isabel Webster, 40, felt traumatized after enjoying a day out with her husband Liam and young daughter Poppy in Richmond Park. The little girl lost control of her bicycle on the way home when the cycling lane stopped and merged with a country lane. Her daughter, who was in front of them, joined the road at the exact moment a white van was accelerating towards Poppy and nearly hit her. Thankfully, Isabel's husband managed to jump off his bike and launch himself in front of the van, while moving Poppy out of the way before tragedy struck. Describing the incident, Eamon Holmes' GB News co-host branded it every parent's worst nightmare. The TV host explained on Instagram, "It was the most beautiful winter's day yesterday. I had dropped my son off at a bushcraft birthday party and so my husband and I had a rare morning with my 5-year-old daughter, enjoying time with her on her own. We had a lovely morning, cycling through a park and looking at the deer. We were cycling downhill when there was a pause in the cycle path where a road intersects it. This is when time slowed down. I saw a white van hurtling along, accelerating towards Poppy. She was screaming because she couldn't make the bike stop. I thought this is going to be really bad. I essentially froze. It felt like time had stopped but everything happened so quickly. My husband is a very experienced cyclist, so he jumped off his bike into the air and launched himself in front of the van." She continued, "Poppy is only little, but he managed to get in front of the van and swoop her to one side." Don't miss, Ms. Webster said that about half a dozen pedestrians and cars had stopped and people were screaming at the events which were unfolding. The incident left the mother of two in floods of tears, but instead of being angry with the van driver, she grabbed his hand and thanked him. "I was so grateful he didn't run her over," she said. "He, the van driver, thought I was going to be cross because he was accelerating towards the junction, but at the time I didn't care. I could have hugged him. I was so happy what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. It was a very human moment." Isabel said she was still shaken by the near collision, but was eternally grateful to her husband for his quick reaction. "It was one of those moments where you think, I'm so close to losing her. Thank God someone was watching over us yesterday. It was a hair's breadth away from tragedy." "Poppy was laughing and Bonnie after the incident, but Liam and I are shaken," she admitted. "It was every parent's worst nightmare. I can't believe how lucky we were."